I had a cryptic pregnancy at the age of 16 and I kept her a secret until she was 1 month old, which means, yes, I did give birth to my cryptic pregnancy. Here's the tea, let's get into it. Now, I'm literally shaking for this one because this is the first time I've ever spoken about this to the camera ever. I'm not going to go into too much detail because it's still a super personal story. However, it's just crazy. So yeah, let's talk about it. To ease the nerves, I'm going to be getting ready while I tell you the gossip. Just helps, doesn't it? I was 16 in my first year of college. I was doing performing arts, which is something I really loved, and that's what I wanted to do in my career. I wanted to dance in music videos. That gives me the ick to say out loud now. I won't go into too much detail as to why I took a pregnancy test. All that matters is that I did, and it was positive, and I immediately rang the doctors to make an appointment. I wasn't stressed out at this point though, because in myself I knew that I wasn't that far along. And I really don't like saying it out loud and admitting it. However, I was 16. I did what any 16-year-old probably would have done in their position. And I'd already made my mind up that this wasn't a good decision for me or the baby, and I would most likely be terminating. And I hate saying that out loud now. It breaks my heart. However, I do need to remind you that I was 16. I'd never worked a day in my life. I didn't have a job. At this point, I lived between two homes, between my mum's and my dad's, and I would go week on, week off. There was just absolutely no way I could have a baby. I won't go into too much detail about my personal reasons as to why I came to that decision anyway. Just know that it's my body, my choice.